my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So come on, let's have a talk. Let's chat a little bit. So you feel insecure, but you want to date. I don't think that's the best thing for you. And here is why. When you're dating out of your insecurity, people know it. People can feel your energy. People can spot it from a far distance when you're insecure, when you don't think highly of yourself, when you don't have boundaries, when you don't value yourself. People know it. And so if they think or if they feel or they pick up on the fact that you don't value yourself, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to value you either, because they're going to feel like you're going to accept less because you believe less about yourself. Therefore, you'll stay around and give them more what they want while they give you less of what you need. Y'all hear what I said? So when you're feeling like you're insecure, when you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, stop trying to find somebody to make you feel better about yourself. Stop trying to find people that tell you that you're beautiful. Stop trying to find people that make you feel important. Because you're not going to find that. People treat you how you treat yourself. Regardless of what you want to believe, regardless of what you think, regardless of what you feel should happen, that's the truth. Because at the end of the day, whose job is it to make sure that you feel good and that you're happy and that you're content and that you are, making the decisions in life that you need to make for yourself? It's your job. So if you were to try to date somebody just so you can get that confirmation that you're beautiful, but you don't think that about yourself, you don't give yourself confirmation that you're beautiful or that you look good or that what you have to bring to the table is amazing, you're not going to get very far. And in fact, because you don't have that sense of value about yourself, it's just going to continue to tear you down even more. You're going to settle for less unless you can be the most gorgeous woman, the most handsome, good-looking man. But if you walk around with your head hung low and you're just accepting people into your lives because they tell you that you look attractive or they tell you something that you need to hear good about yourself that you should already know about yourself, it shouldn't even be flattering. It shouldn't even be something that makes you, oh my God, because you should already know. If someone tells you you're beautiful and you know it, you feel it, you live in that space, even on your days when you know that you may have off days, because we all do. None of us are perfect. When you have those off days and you feel like your makeup ain't right, you feel like you've been, getting a little bit too greedy, or you've been letting go and haven't been going to the gym and keeping your body right, haven't been drinking your water, haven't been getting your sleep, things like that, you still look yourself in the mirror and you say, I look good. Because if you don't do it, don't expect someone else to do it. And if they do it, it's not going to last that long, because nobody wants to sit around constantly reiterating and confirming and all this, that you look good, you are so attractive, you're an amazing person. Nobody wants to sit around and do that. And if that's what you're looking for, honey, you are going about it the wrong way. Because you need to first find that within yourself first. In order to get that from somebody else, you have to get it within yourself. Because on the days when they don't want to wake up and say, baby, you look good, or I love that outfit on you, I love the way you smell, I love the things that you're doing in life, when they don't feel like saying that, when they feel like they have other things that's going on that they need to focus on, you're going to feel depleted and displeased because they're not telling you. And you rely so much on their confirmation about you, about who you are, that when they don't give it to you, you feel like, oh no, what's going on? And that person could love you to death. They could love your dirty drawers. They want to drink your bath water every day. But you are going to lose that relationship. You're going to lose that love. You're going to lose that marriage if you're constantly being too clingy and too needy for somebody else to do the work that you should be doing for yourself to you. You should be doing the work on yourself. And I'm just talking with all seriousness here, y'all. I know usually I be trying to be a little silly or a little bubbly, but it's just, I'm so tired of seeing it. And I've been in that place, so I'm not judging you at all. When I got out of my relationship that I was in for a decade, I felt like I needed somebody else because I didn't want to do the work on me. I needed somebody else because I was so used to being, having that confirmation of telling me I look good, of telling me this, they're proud of me, of somebody else being happy, someone else finding happiness for me outside of myself. That's what I was looking for. And I'm so glad that God closed that door and he said no. Almost 3 years later, still single, but I'm in a much better headspace than I was back then. Back in that first year of me being completely single, nobody, completely single, working on me. And that's what you need to get to. Don't look at it as, I need to go date to feel like I'm something or somebody. That's not what you need. Because a lot of times people come with so much baggage, they'll bring you down even more. You need to be built. You need to have the armor of God on you. Like, I'm so serious. You need to have built up strength. That if somebody's acting a fool, or somebody doesn't make you feel loved every day, or somebody doesn't tell you they love you every day, you have enough knowledge, and you have enough strength and belief in you to know that you're loved. And in that way you can be able to discern if they love you. When you know that you are enough, when you know that what you have going on, the things that you have in life is amazing, fantastic, and is you're right where you need to be, and you worked on yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, you worked on yourself spiritually, you cleansed yourself, got rid of them soul ties. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We not here to be holier than thou. Get rid of them soul ties. Stop trying to talk to people and clean to people that you know are no good for your life. Stop trying to put on the mask every day. Yeah, I got on makeup right now, but like I said, it just doesn't define me. I used to say that this defined me. I used to feel like this is what I needed in order to feel beautiful. But now I realize that my true beauty is the spirit that I have, the heart that I have, the knowledge that I have, the way that I treat people, my character. That's my true beauty. So even on the days when I don't feel like putting on this face, even on the days when I feel like, I did my face, but I still don't feel beautiful, when I look at myself, I always feel beautiful inside. And I can still walk with my head held just as high as on the days where I feel glamorous. And that should be you too. And my gentlemen, I know y'all don't wear makeup and all that, but just working out, getting abs and all that, well, that's great. But don't work so much on the outside and trying to mask what is on the outside that you don't like, trying to fix what's on the outside that you don't like, that you forget to work on the things on the inside. Because you can be glamorous, beautiful, gorgeous, fine. You can walk around, everybody can be looking at you, wanting to throw their drawers at you. But if you don't feel it on the inside, you'll fall for that. Because you'll think, oh, that's love, that you mean something because people want to sleep with you. That ain't love, honey. 2, you'll feel shut down. Like, you'll either do the opposite. You'll be like, oh, well, why everybody just want to just sleep with me? And you'll get angry at that because you're like, well, that's all people see in me. Because you're seeking for something that you already should have in yourself. Because I know even if people come to me and they want to talk that sexual talk, I know how to say no thank you. Or I know how to ignore it and don't get offended and just assume that everybody who tries to talk to me just wants that. Because I've done the inner work on myself. I've done the work where I sat in pain and I cried. And I looked at the ugly truth about Mika. I admitted to myself, this are the things I don't like. And then I went back and I researched where those feelings were coming from. Because it's not enough to just try to fix it, right? You need to know where the problem comes from. Just like if you have a leaking pipe, you can wrap tape around it, but eventually that pipe is going to either burst or it's going to start leaking again, maybe from the same spot or maybe from a different spot. Because there's a bigger issue with that pipe. What's wrong with it? If it's corroded, what caused it to do that? If it's resting, if there's nothing obviously there, but it's just leaking, there's a reason, there's a cause. And when you find out that cause, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go out and you're gonna replace that pipe. And so you need to replace your old way of thinking and replace those negative thoughts and replace your thoughts of needing somebody else to confirm you, to congratulate you, to need you, to want you. You need to replace all that thought, and you need to start needing that for yourself first. And then the people who are right for you will come. Yeah, you're going to get some strays along the way. That's life. I mean, it's life. You're going to have people that you are interested in and people that you're not interested in is going to try to talk to you. But when you know yourself and you know what you're looking for and you know what you want and you know you just have a different confidence in yourself, you know how to discern, what is this person willing to offer me? It's not just about looks anymore. It's not just about money. It's not just about sex. What is it that they want to offer? Because you begin to have a relationship with yourself. And that relationship is going to take you to a much higher level than when you're just sitting back and just trying to mask the outside. Trying to look good, but you sleeping, you jumping beds ain't going to make nobody be in love with you and give you the love that you want. If you don't know what type of love you want, you getting out of bed feeling guilty and ashamed. Oh, I still feel unhappy. You know why you still feel unhappy? Because you think that just because somebody sleep with you that you're doing something big. You just got another body on your list. That's it. That's all you did. It doesn't mean anything. To be able to truly connect with somebody and to truly be able to spiritually connect with somebody, you got to get to know the inside of you. You got to get to know your own spirit. That's the only way. Because this flesh, it want everything. Everything that ain't good for you. It want the best looking person. It want all the sex. It want all the money. It want to drink all the drinks. When they party, get wild, do everything, be rebellious. That's what the flesh wants to do. Every day it's a battle. It's a battle of the soul versus the flesh. Every day it's a battle. That's it. It's a battle. And if you're focused too much on this, then the flesh wins. Everything that comes to the flesh, you'll accept it, but you'll still feel empty on the inside because you never got to know the soul of you. You never took the time to know really those built up feelings. You know, that inner pain, that inner child. You never grew him up. You never did it. You just try to fix the shell that was covering that inner child. So you don't even know what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. You just going with the flow because that's what the flesh does. The flesh will let you do anything. It'll have you out here looking crazy, but you'll look at it as fun. All I'm trying to say to you guys, on a serious note, is please stop trying to date in your season of not knowing yourself. We all go through it. At different points in life, you're going to go through it again. Because we grow, and our life changes, and our desires change, and what we want for our lives change. But that's okay. But after you go through it the first time, the hardest time, when you feel like you're flat on your face, after you go through it that time, it'll be easier as you move forward. You'll know, okay, well, I'm starting to feel uneasy now. I'm starting to feel like I don't fit in this box where I am right now in life. Time to do some soul searching again. And you'll know to do it. And you won't be so resistant because you already know. But that first time, if you've never done it, it hurt. Because you don't get to lie no more. You don't get to say, it's this person's fault, that person's fault, this fault, that fault, everything else outside of me fault, that I don't love myself. You don't get to do that no more. When it's time to do soul searching on you for the very first time, it's time to strip off the outside world. It's time to strip everything, just painfully rip everything off and get down to you. Yeah, somebody may have called you ugly. Somebody may have called you fat. Somebody may have taken advantage of you. Someone may have cheated on you. Someone may have put their hands on you. All that, yes, it feels like it's the outside fault. And yeah, it's wrong. But let's say that happened when you was a child, or it happened 10, 20 years ago, and you're still holding on to it. Who fault is it now? That's all I'm trying to say. Once you work on that, you begin to fill up on the inside. Even on the days you can go out the house looking crazy. I'm telling you, the days where I may have bags and everything. I don't probably put on no makeup. I just want to go to the grocery store. But I still feel so confident because I forget this. I forget the paint that's on me. I forget that I'm not wearing my costume to go out the house. Because it becomes so natural, like you just feel beautiful in any aspect. Like it don't matter wherever you are, you can still feel like you just look like a bag of gold when you get to heal what's on the inside that's not healed. When you start to love you and appreciate you completely, that's when things will change. And then that's when you should be dating. That way people are not taking advantage of you. People are not giving you what you don't deserve. People are not just giving you crap because they know that you're going to stay because you don't know yourself. That's all it is. A lot of times people don't want to come into your life to make your life better. Especially if they're not healed people themselves. They don't want to make your life better. They just want to connect to you and get whatever you have to give them and just have fun with you until they figure it out for themselves what they want. That's why we have placeholders. That's why there's people who be like, oh, well, he was just with me for 6-7 years and we never got married. He got out of a relationship with me and 6 months later married another woman. Vice versa. Women do the same thing. Because they wasn't in love with you because you didn't know who you were. How can I be in love with you if you're just presenting a shell to me? Your looks is not going to make me just fall in love with you. Yeah, your looks are, that's nice. Everybody wants something nice to look at. Something nice to have on their arm, that's cool. But looks fade. And if you're constantly doing this because you don't know who you are, you always needing me to just tell me that I'm beautiful. Tell me you need me. Tell me that I'm special. Ugh, that's draining. So eventually, yes, I'm going to walk away and find somebody who's more confident. Someone who's more in tune with who they are. And that's what's happening. I'm telling y'all, like, don't just try to get in a relationship in the times when you just feel like you are at your lowest, or at the times when you feel like you need somebody to confirm that you are somebody, because you should already know. Y'all let me know what you think. I love y'all. I don't care who you are, where you live at. Even if you don't like me, I still love you. And I just want to see all of us, every race, every gender. I want to see all of us just living our best lives, having the best love that is possible for us to have, not settling, not being unhappy, not feeling lost, not being used, not being abused, none of that. I want us to get to know ourselves so that we can walk with our heads up high and we can congratulate the next man, congratulate the next woman, even if we're not there yet. And we can still be happy for them because we know our time is coming. And even if it's not meant for us, we still know that we are somebody. We're just as important as them. But this is all I wanted to say to y'all. I love y'all. Please, please, please do the work on yourself before trying to get into a relationship. We attract what we are. So if you broken and you insecure and all that, you're going to attract somebody who's broken and insecure too. And we all know in insecurity, we do some crazy things. And we can't control it. You may get jealous and always accuse somebody of cheating, but that other person, the person that you linked yourself with, could be abusive. Or they could be a habitual cheater. And even worse. So y'all be careful out here. Love yourself first. Love yourself truly. Get to know yourself. Be peaceful with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And when it's time for you to date, you'll know, because you know what your value is as a person. And you'll date from that place instead of dating from insecurity. But y'all let me know what you think. Whatever else you want to add, please share. Like I always say, me as well as anyone else who gets on this YouTube page is reading your messages. So we want to make sure that we are practicing being kind and courteous to other people. So then we're uplifting spirits and we're giving people hope. And we're also just helping people to navigate through this thing called life in a positive way. We're not here to judge. We're not here to break anybody down. That's not what my channel is about. It's about love and just doing this together because we all family and just doing it the best that we can, helping each other out. So you let me know what you think. Be courteous and polite, and we will talk next time. Bye.